Alrighty. Well, looks like we're just gonna wait on the guest and wait for more people. How's it going?
Hey, pretty good, pretty good. I was just like speed rewatching the Spider-Man trailer just so I'm caught up on everything.
Alright.
Yeah. How's your day been? I
Oh,
know
it's
you had.
been,
How's
hmm?
your day been?
Oh, it's been pretty good. How about yours?
Mine's been pretty good. I mean, it's been a fun day, I guess. Slow. I don't know why. Feels like the days are just getting longer, which they are technically, but like it's that effect, I guess.
Yeah. Hello, Salvatore. Don't know why that was retracted.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, they can delete their messages, and I don't think you've given anyone else moderation privileges.
Mm,
So, yeah, see, there he goes. He changed it to High Grand King. Yeah,
mm. SCP is bad. Yes. Yes.
we're, we're gonna have another war in the chat now.
I just like how he says that the second Reaper joins.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Is Reaper. Reaper gets so aggressive about SCP.
But yeah, basically, we're just gonna be talking about like the new Spider-Man trailer, and Crow over here wanted to elaborate what he thinks of the trailer to y'all guys.
I wouldn't say I want to elaborate too much. It's just there's a lot to talk about. It's so good. There's so much information that they've given us.
Yeah,
It's amazing. I love it.
I'm still want. I think I know why they're jumping Miles Morales now, because like he want to be like a different Spider-Man. Like even in the trailer, he even said like I want to. Well, I don't remember what exactly he said, but he basically didn't want to have another storyline like they have. He wanted to change his own storyline to be a different one, and so that's probably why the Spider-Man were targeting him, and also Spider-Man 2099 is in charge of every Spider-Man because he's the strongest, fastest, smartest, basically the best Spider-Man there is.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like Spider-Man 2099 is it's from what I've gotten. It seems that he started basically like this coalition of Spider-Men, and it seems he's the leader of it. And it looks like he bi- it looks like he kind of dictates how the spider people act. And I think Miles Morales is his personal story in this movie might be him branching out from having his story told for him, which I think would be good. It's shown in the first movie that he kind of followed a path that was laid out for him. Like he was told what to do, he did it, here's a set goal. And so I think this time it's going to be him writing his own story. He's going his own way.
Yeah, that that's what I like about the movie. Now I did have something to say, but I retracted that because the thing that I was about to say might offend some viewers, and I couldn't risk it. But well, what the heck? I mean, I already hit rock bottom. So my thing is the reason why I think Miles Morales, and forget it, Miles might have like a different storyline is only because how can I say this? Basically, you know how all the other Spider-Men how like the same race.
I I was hoping you weren't gonna go there. I thought about that. I thought I'm thinking to myself, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna say because he's black? Please don't let him say he's black. And you went there. Oh, Well, technically, Spider-Man 2099 isn't white. He's
Yeah,
I
like
think yeah,
or
he's Italian and Spanish. I think that might have been it. And there's a couple ethnic Spider-Mans thrown in there.
well, yeah, I get that, but like, y- and now I'm not saying this just because I'm black. I'm saying this because I'm annoyed by how much black things are brought up now. But I feel like because black things are keep rising and rising in popularity, I feel like Marvel is now just making like black characters finally go out, and the same with DC probably because Blue Beetle was originally black, but the actor isn't. But I'm pretty sure Blue Beetle gonna be like Mexican or something.
Yeah, he looked yeah, of
Yeah,
that area. I don't know how to I don't I'm searching for the right word here. But yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the person who asked Shiva versus Sukuna, Shiva would still beat Sukuna because even though Sukuna with 20 fingers is powerful, I'm sorry, but Shiva literally had the power to destroy the whole universe. Sukuna isn't even planetary with 20 fingers, so Shiva is easily killing him. But yeah, wait, so, oh, okay, okay, yeah, I can't really do that only because story of Superman is quite frankly impossible to scale since wait, yeah, yeah, I am talking about the same, yeah. We never seen him before. That's number one. Number two, no feats about him. Number three, he probably had like one or two statements about him at best. All we know is that he's more powerful than Cosmic Armor Superman, which already ranks him around Omniversal to above. Well, if you actually apply common logic, since Superman has boundless statements and omniversal feet, well, yeah, just one omniversal feat, but still, I mean, Superman can go even further beyond, I believe. So that's why I think he can solo a lot of fictional characters. But what do you think, Crow?
Oh, about Superman?
Yeah,
Uh hmm. My take on Superman is he's old. He's probably one of the oldest characters in comics, and when you have a character that old, the writers get creative. They made him insanely powerful. So yeah, your statement is right. He would destroy probably a good 90% of comic book and anime fiction. Everything. Honestly I can hardly think of a single character that could beat him, other than maybe like the one above all or the Presence, and those a couple of other powerhouses from Marvel and DC. But other than that, I can't think of any character that would even stand a chance.
yeah, but that's the thing. Superman, even in the old days, he was still powerful. Like he had ridiculous feats like moving the solar system, destroying and creating the sun. Um, what else? Oh yeah, he moved continents on the planet Earth with just chains. Like he moved them together, and I think he formed like Pangea, if you know what I mean. Pangea is
Yeah,
like basically the supercontinent. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, like Superman was always strong, but like now since we're getting into like all these new things, I feel like DC just wants to be just as powerful as a lot of the other things like SCP and Marvel because it seems like they're falling towards the weaker end. and we can't let that happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they've definitely. I mean, originally, I think they were probably at least in the same level of power as the current MCU. But now we've been introduced to Eternity, and at the, I don't know what's called, the Temple of Eternity or whatever in Thor: Love and Thunder, we saw statues of Celestials, Galactus, Death, Mistress Death, and Living Tribunal. So we're seeing, we've now have official confirmation in the MCU these really highly powerful cosmic entities now exist. And so I think DC is going to have to, if they want to still have those really powerful characters, they're going to have to come up with something, because that right now the strongest character they have is probably, at least in the, I don't know about the new DC, but I know in the Snyder cut and all that stuff, they had Darkseid, and he was probably one of the most powerful in the old DC. We don't know about the new DC yet, though. I don't know. They got lots of. They always there's new news on that all the time. They always say they're gonna introduce all these new characters and whatnot. It's hard to tell.
The thing is with me is that everyone knows, well, you know, people that actually research, but like everyone that research knows that DC is stronger than Marvel. I could
Oh yeah,
give you 5 characters that from DC that could completely wipe. I'm talking about like the one above all, Living Tribunal, all of those people. So one of them is Unreal Leviathan. He could just straight up eat all their comic pages and just prevent them from even existing anymore. Gone. So yeah, that's just my take because DC is stronger than Marvel, but people always want to say SCP is stronger than both of them. But if you actually do the research of all 3 of them, that's very arguable. Very.
yeah, yeah. I think it depends truly on who you choose from SCP and from DC. But if you go by strictly based off of every character ever in SCP and DC is gonna win, because they, like you said, they have Unwritten Leviathan, they have the Great Evil Beast, Lucifer, Michael, the Presence. I could go on and on. They have serious powerhouses, and I can't think of a single SCP character that could scale as high as these DC characters.
Well, there is one, but if she only because I'm not gonna list him, only because he has been defeated. But arguably, well, not really arguably, but I guess you can do arguably. But the Divine Creator is the strongest in Marvel, and I don't know why he got defeated exactly, but I know it's because of plot armor. Because that's exactly why a lot of people lose nowadays. Pure plot armor. I mean, just look at the Flash. You mean to tell me? And I'm talking about the movie Injustice. Yeah,
Oh,
Injustice.
that movie was an injustice to the comics.
Wait, what?
God,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it sucked. I read Injustice before I watched the movie, and the movie was a tragedy. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
I mean, they did have some good animation.
A
You
little
got me.
bit, yeah.
But
Over.
I only hated how they did the Flash. You mean to tell me I can think as fast as I can run? I can run faster than light, but yet I run into a room, right? And so the Joker got toxins in there, got me imagining things. And then I see a short metal object go towards me and then cuts my head off. You mean tell me I can think faster than light and vibrate my atoms through anything, and I die by a standard tool that can move slower than the human eye? This is stupid.
It really was. That was the first sign when I watched that movie. I was like, this there's no way this gets better. Because there's no way this is even good because you've already ruined a major plot point in the comics. You've ruined it. You've taken something and you've changed it so much. It can't be good. And yeah, I will admit there were a couple points in the movie that were, I guess they were not good, but they were meh. But honestly, it was a disappointing movie. Ending was disappointing. That Flash, they did him dirty, but they always do him dirty. It was just wrong.
It's
It's just
crazy
wrong.
how they always kill off the Flash because they literally know that he has the most overpowered ability. Well, the most overpowered singular ability, because we already know Superman has over 50, but Flash literally vibrate through you, take out your brain like he did Amazo. If you know who that is, you know the
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
he can literally just take out your brain, your heart, your organs, anything. And you mean to tell me he gets killed in almost every single, well, not killed, but like he either get killed, captured, or lose to the villain in multiple shows, movies, and comics. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
it's been very disappointing how they've portrayed the Flash. It's it I in like in the comics, he's insanely powerful, like he's no matter what Flash you're talking about, whether it be the Wally West, Barry Allen, Kid Flash, whichever one you want to choose, they're all insanely powerful. They're really fast. And I feel like he just gets slapped in every movie or TV show he's in. I like the only even in the current DC movies, like the live action ones, even in those, it's like this is like obviously they always dumb down their power, but his was extreme. He's one of the most well, due to his speed, he's one of the more powerful members of the Justice League, and I don't understand. I don't understand. He's got super speed. He should be more than this. They portray him as just a fast guy that something happens to him and bam, he's on the floor, he's gone, he's done for. It's ridiculous.
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But DC got it dim it down because simple-minded people can't comprehend comics, so they have to see something that they either never saw, but simple enough for their brains to comprehend. But let me just answer these things because Mr. Angel is
Yeah,
getting angry.
yeah, a lot of questions I'm seeing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna just answer like from the bottom to the top. Elaine Belloc versus Pre-Rick and Beyonder. Beyonder is winning. And let me just explain myself. The Beyonder, well, they got like 5 reasons, so I'm gonna just go off for one. So the whole entire Marvel Omniverse, right? The Beyonder, he's outside of that realm. In fact, the dimension outside of that realm is called the Beyond realm. Yeah, the Beyond realm. Now, a lot of people might not know this, but the Beyonder himself is the entire Beyond realm. And the way how the Beyond actually sees the Beyond realm is actually as a singular piece of raindrop. So that, well, you could argue that DC got larger cosmology, but really, if you really want to think about it, DC really doesn't. They got the same cosmology thing. It is that DC it he it just added layers for like other overpowered characters like Unreal Leviathan. Yeah. But like as for like the whole DC multiverse slash omniverse, it's built exactly like Marvel, like infinite atoms which has universes in them and organic life in them, and infinite timelines, infinite dimensions. You get the idea. But yeah, well, I mean, he made himself a human because he wanted to feel what it was like to be an actual human, to actually have emotion. I mean, imagine being like a one above all type power, but you can't feel any emotion. And then you're just left to think like, oh, this is fine. And then just wipe out the entire existence because you can. Because he didn't feel any emotion. He didn't feel anger, sadness, happiness, nothing. So not gonna lie, I will make myself a human too because I would rather know what I'm doing rather than just not thinking about it and just killing everyone and just wipe them from the face of existence. Thoughts on what? I never heard of that. Well, I did hear about it, but I don't. All I know is that's compared to SCP a lot, and that World of Darkness can solo SCP, which I like. So I like World of Darkness.
You don't know about it, but you instantly like it just because it can be.
Exactly. I can't let SCP win
No, you cannot.
because if I let SCP win, I lose, and I can't lose.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now I like anything other in fiction, like cartoons, Mickey Mouse and all that. I like SpongeBob and all that. I like DC, Marvel, anything. I I even got like a whole Superman. Um, I'm gonna just call that a giant action figure. But yeah, I am a fanboy of Marvel and DC. Like if I actually shown y'all my whole room, y'all wouldn't really think I'm a DC fan. Y'all would actually think I'm a Marvel fan. I mean, even my bed sheets are literally Marvel. Like it's Captain America and Iron Man. Like, and then wait, yeah, see,
Oh,
and
that's a
then
nice.
Holston. SCP wins overall in the fight. I
No.
mean, as much as I would want to disagree with you, I can't really because I don't know nothing about it. All I know is that a lot of people see the World of Darkness solos it a lot, so I don't really know if you're correct. But that's just me. What Marvel ability would you choose to bring in real life minus Living Tribunal? Well, if we're going on the overpowered type, pre-Recon Beyonder. I don't need to explain myself. Um, if we're going on the base type, I'm probably taking well, since I'm a fighter, I'm taking Spider-Man powers. I don't need to explain myself for that neither. Spidey sense. I mean, come on. I'm I basically know when danger is coming at all times. And then I got super strengths and super durability. So that means if you hit me, I can literally just walk that off and then just punch the heck out of you, break your jaw, and then send you flying through a whole car. Bam. I'm not even fighting no more. I'm just a bully. I'm literally just a bully.
Yeah. I think most people would probably end up being villains if they had powers.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah, everybody talking like, "Oh yeah, I'd be a hero. I'd stop bank robberies. I'd fight organized crime." And I was just like, "No, you wouldn't. You would be the one robbing the banks. You would be the one being like the mafia boss of the organized crime. You are the criminal." there's no there, me myself, I would love to be a hero if I had powers in this real world. I'd be a villain. I would I would be a I would be a villain. I mean, I don't think I'd kill people, but I'd definitely be taking some cash unlawfully.
In my own personal opinion, since I've been on social media multiple times a day, I've been trying to be a good guy for all my life. But just like Ultron, whenever he searched up 5 minutes on the web and just saw everything we did, not gonna lie, I would Thanos snappers, but like all like
Yeah, exactly.
mass genocide. I, I'm sorry, they got too much stupid people.
Not even that. Like it's if you really like get into the like really the dark parts of humanity, my God, we are a horrible species. I mean, I could go on and on about why we're terrible, but I'll just sum it up as this. We are too intelligent yet too dumb. Our
Exactly.
like we're so smart that yeah, we're an intelligent species by far, but it's like we're still primitive. We're not we're it's like our brains haven't quite realized we're this smart. So we're holding ourselves back with stupidity. We do stupid things. We are not a great species. Yeah.
And the thing that's actually holding us back, huh?
Yeah, we need a little bit of a Thanos snap going on for sure.
Exactly, because like think about it. We're creating more problems than we're actually solving them. Global warming and pollution. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, there's over 20 problems and no one gonna solve them. No one gonna fix it because guess what? Everyone want these like let's say for instance, everyone wants electronics, TVs, phones, and like everyone wants like these cars and stuff. That's fine, but get an electric car so then we can stop pollution. Pollution is like poison to the earth. We're literally living on a dying planet that we're killing. You know how stupid that is?
Yeah, yeah, it's dumb. See, that's the issue. It's dumb. It's such a and the problem. And what's funny to me is it's a fixable issue. It's like stupidly amazing how fixable it is. Yeah, we don't. It's like it's insane. And also think about electric cars. They're worse.
Yeah,
They're
for real.
worse because the technology right now is not good enough for because electric cars are batteries and what is used to make the batteries after the batteries are gone is like say you have an electric car for 10, 15, 20 years after those batteries go kaput you got to throw them out. The waste that those batteries produce is dozens of times more than if you just driven a gas car. The technology's just not there yet. I'm sure it'll be in probably like the next, I don't know, 10, 10, 15 years. We'll probably get there. The technology will be there for us to create actual sustainable batteries. But as of now, the batteries are a bigger waste, which sucks because the everybody's trying to get us to buy electric cars, and it's like they're worse, which sucks. We don't need that.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
I would suggest to like throw all our trash away in space, but since I'm a scientific guy, I know that's not gonna work. That's
no.
all it's gonna do is just make a whole ring around the Earth, and then just really just cause it more problems.
Yeah, I mean, we already got a lot of space junk up there from all the numerous missile launches and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sad how trash you are as people.
We are, like I said, we're not a great species. We're smart, yet at the same time, we're not great. Send it to Jupiter. I don't, I don't, I don't think the payoff of sending trash to Jupiter, the amount of time it takes, I don't think that's worth it. No.
It would take at least, well, since we be in rockets, and that takes like a minimum of a few more days. It would, yeah, it doesn't pay.
Too long. Yeah, like by the time the rocket gets there, we'll have tripled the amount of, probably even quadrupled the amount of trash that we just sent up there. It's just not. It wouldn't be worth it.
And also, I mean, come on, we didn't even explore Jupiter yet. That's the problem. We only got to Mars as of right now, but we never explored Jupiter.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I'm excited for our probably very bleak future.
Yep, that nobody in this generation will be alive for.
Yeah, did you hear about that doomsday clock that we got?
Oh yeah,
It's like yeah, it's the clock that it shows like how close we are to nuclear. I don't think it's specifically nuclear war, but it's basically like the extinction of our species. And like I think it was in 2020, it went down to like 5 minutes because it's a literal clock, and that basically it's that shows that we're the closest mankind has ever been to becoming extinct, and it basically shows that yeah, probably not going to survive the next 20 years, which is it's great. I would just I love to die young. That's my plan in life. It's ridiculous. And we also got that asteroid.
I am
I thought,
mentally worried for you now.
where's the next meteor?
The next the next meteor is in 2026, I think. I want to say, but it won't hit out. It's like 0.0 some chance of actually hitting us. So yeah.
I think it was 2029 because I
Oh yeah.
remember reading about it. Yeah, it was supposed to it's going to pass us on a certain day, 2029, and they originally it was a concern for them, but they did more tests on it, and the trajectory, as long as no other planetary objects interfere with it, it should just pass right by us, no harm. But I think if some other planet's gravitational pull affects it just right, there's a good chance it'll strike us, which is not great. Low chance, they said though, low chance. So we might survive.
I mean, it is pretty low because it's like less than 1%. So I'm not worried because I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's not zero, but I mean, we don't got that bad of luck. I mean, come
No,
on.
like we haven't done well so far, but I don't think our luck is that bad. It's I think last I saw the percentage was like 0.66 something. So
Yeah.
yeah, our that's so low of a percentage. No, there's no way we die from that.
Let's talk about never heard of that guy. But yeah, Prime 1 million Superman versus Upside Down Man. Okay, so this is just me. Superman by himself is omniversal. Not sure I really need explaining it since I've explained it over 1,000 times now, but yeah, Superman 1 million is a smarter Superman that been in the sun for 15,000 years. So he came back out. So that means he's already more powerful than Sun Dip Superman, which could one shot World Forger. So this version of Superman at base should have been universal. Now, if it wasn't due to plot, Prime 1 million Superman is definitely being upside down man. But you can't tell me that's due to plot because the way how he died was was just so. What were the writers drinking? What were they smoking? Because last time I checked, Superman did not get jumped by the seven deadly sins themselves, and then just got consumed, and he died. But the thing that that really mind blows me is this Superman had a Green Lantern ring. So not only did he have at least outer versal power, he also had a ring to boost that power. So you mean to tell me the seven deadly sins can just kill him like that? I mean, yeah, they powerful, but like, it, let's actually state the facts. The yeah, the seven wizards, the Shazam crew, like before the Shazam
Yeah.
do, yeah. But the seven wizards, they beat the the seven deadly sins. They captured them. Bam. Um, newsflash: the wizard Shazam is like in the quintessence. So yeah, he would be around like multiversal to outerversal level. But it's safe to say that he's like equal to like one sin. So if we actually accurately do this, Superman is omniversal. Prime 1 million Superman should also be omniversal. So now you're telling me that he's getting beaten by seven outerversal beings instead of an omniversal Raven. I think they should hire me for DC because I want them to fire all of their employees and just hire me for the ideas because ain't no way you gonna have Superman do like an omniversal feat and then in the next comic, oh my gosh, he's getting beaten by like a military soldier with no powers but just a gun. You know how stupid that is. That the, the plot is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Superman gets disrespected a lot.
Exactly, just like the Spectre and the Living Tribunal. Well, not really the Living Tribunal, but the Spectre is an omniversal being. Yeah, he over here getting kicked by Batman, and Batman's making him bleed, and then Superman over here just killed him off too. I mean, yeah, I get he's an omniversal being too, but like, still, like he just completely erased him, and then y'all gonna have him fight the Phantom Stranger, which I get that two omniversal beings fighting, but why is the Spectre, the main one in comics, actually getting beaten by street tier people, building tier people, like not even planetary people, just people that will be a peak human or advanced human? That this doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
They see the Living Tribunal got the same treatment where first introduced is like, oh my god, Living Tribunal. He's massively powerful. I mean, he oversees the Marvel multiverse. He's Living Tribunal. Everybody knows how powerful he is. And recent comics have just shown him he's basically just become a body bag to show how powerful other characters are now. We see like, oh, he does one thing to show he's multiversal in power, and then next page he's getting beaten to just to prove a point that this character is also super powerful. It's ridiculous. I think Spectre is getting that same treatment, which is kind of disappointing to see because they're interesting characters. But yeah,
Well, to be
I don't
honest,
know.
Spectre probably inspired that because like the Living Tribunal probably got beat like two, three times. I want to say the Spectre got beat like 17, 21. But in fact, I'll even go so far to say I can beat the Spectre. Like not in real life me. I'm gonna put me in the comic, and me in the comic will beat the Spectre because the writers said that. Look, I understand the writers decided story and all that. Now, I understand that it's their story, They can ride however they want. But my thing is, how are you going to get a street tier character that was there before the overpowered character, way before him, and then you go overpowered character, right? This overpowered character can destroy the whole verse. Now the street tier character, he pulls some bull. Anime logic, the power of friendship, or the power of just plot armor, just anything to just win. I mean, come on. If there was no plot armor, I guarantee you, most of the villains of how is that possible?
Did you just comment?
I can't comment, bro. What? Bro,
I'm
what?
I'm weirded out because you're talking right now, so I think so. Uh, you've made it into the big leagues. People are officially stealing your identity. That's how you know you've made it.
I'm a different. Wait, wait.
Real Grand King confirmed.
Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to see the text of the Grand King because, wait, ain't no way, that's wild.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Usually it takes someone like 800K subscribers until it starts happening, but like, wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, you've made it, man. You've made it big.
Pretty much YouTube. Let me copy one. Wow, that is crazy. Li- Like, not even gonna lie, I I be reading the comments while I be talking, but like the second I saw that, uh, it's just like I had to shut up because I thought someone was in my account for a second. Like,
Yeah, I was weirded out because you're talking right now, and it's like there's no way you're typing while you're talking. Like
exactly,
that's a weird thing to do. It's a completely different
because
person.
my hand was over here, and
Yeah,
then
like,
yeah,
yeah, just that made no sense. Like, well, we know it's a copycat.
yeah. But also another thing, I can't exactly even type on this phone. I would actually have to get on my laptop, so that's another reason. But yeah, so am I watching the? No, bruh. A- Anyway, anyways, Spectre versus Eternity. Spectre only because of Spectre. I mean, Eternity is boundless, but I mean, they both can be omniversal, but it really depends on how much power the Spectre has. But like, I feel like Eternity could pull it off, but overall, for me, Spectre. Overvoid versus Preala. Overvoid. Bro, wait. The reason why is
Yeah, you gotta wait the 14 days. Oh, that's why you don't change your name.
wait. So the reason why it's the same as yours is because I was trying to point someone for no reason. Now I need to wait 14 days for what exactly?
I think after you, it's this is common for most social media websites. Is if you change like your username or something like that, you normally have to wait. There's a waiting period to change it again. Like for my VR, if I change my name, I gotta wait like a month or 60 days or something like that to be able to change it again. It's the same with most social media and stuff like that. I don't know why they have that. It seems like I don't even know why they would have that. It's a dumb rule, but they always have it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
So you
weird.
can't tell me there's gonna be a fake Grand King just roaming around for 14 days.
Yeah. Oh man, imagine the shenanigans he's gonna do just to mess with people.
And I'm gonna be framed for it. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really be mad. Like, other YouTubers, they're usually mad about this. And they usually mad about people stealing their content. Me, on the other hand, whenever someone stole my content back in the old days of me making videos, I was happy. But now I feel even more happy because now it appears that I'm famous enough to have an impersonator. So
Yeah.
now instead of being mad and knowing that he has the power to literally ruin my whole career, I'm actually gonna be happy because I'm actually famous enough to actually have an impersonator.
I think you're the only person who would ever be happy about identity theft.
Exactly, because that means I'm actually important enough to actually get their identity stolen.
Yeah, like I guess I would personally I wouldn't be happy about that.
Yeah,
That's a that's a bit too far for me, but you know what? You're happy, I'm happy. That works for you.
and plus, I mean, I already hit rock bottom, so I mean, I'm good. The only thing that you could probably take away from me is probably my YouTube channel. And then if you actually do take away my YouTube channel, I'm not gonna be mad, but I'd probably be. I can't say this word on YouTube. Never mind. But yeah,
Um I think I know what word you're trying to say. So
yeah,
yeah,
the
I know. I know. You don't like to swear, so I'll fill in the blank with my brain.
the Presidents versus Milkman. Milkman Superman is winning. Any version of Superman is omniversal. Got facts to back it up. Superboy Prime, omniversal. The Darkest Knight, omniversal. Every high tier person in DC omniversal. And I can prove it right here and now. The Darkest Knight, the only reason why he was defeated was because Superboy Prime defeated a weaker version of him. So, but Superboy Prime also defeated two Supermen, which we already confirmed, which is omniversal. So that means the Darkest Knight is not actually outerversal, but rather omniversal. So basically, I'm just making bull. But I mean, it kind of makes sense because if you use it like in actual power scaling, like the actual feats, they would scale up to that level. But yeah, um, not gonna lie, I'm starting to think that Boundless actually beats Omniversal. Only because like Boundless, you're not bound to anything.
Yeah,
But
exactly. That's
but
my argument for it. See,
it's
that's the problem with it. Is no is if you, in power scaling, the word does not equal what it means in power scaling. If you take away what when it's used in power scaling, you go strictly off of what the factual definition of boundless. It is the highest tier you can ever achieve in fiction, and it is unachievable by definition. And it angers me when it's used. I accept that you use it because you're you, and I'll give you that. But I don't like when it's used though, because I go by the literal definition, and other people don't.
wait, ha- is anyone truly boundless in fiction? Like
No, they're not, because you can't.
because they have to be bound by something.
Yeah. Okay. I can give a couple examples if you want. Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. So take the one above all for example. You could make an argument that he is boundless, but he's technically not because it's been stated by the one above, either by the one above all himself or someone who knows the one above all's power, that the one above all cannot destroy. He can only he can destroy, but if he were to wipe the entire slate clean, the entire multiverse, omniverse, whatever you want to call it, if he were to take all that away, destroy it, and create a new, he can't. He needs the one below all to do that. Because he needs another entity to wipe the slate clean, he cannot be boundless because that means he's bound by needing the one below all. He's bound to something. So by definition, I mean in power scaling, he would technically be boundless, but by definition, he wouldn't be boundless. I can't really think of a good argument to make for the presence, but if I looked into the presence, I'm sure I could give you a good argument for why he's not boundless either.
Wait, but technically speaking, like whenever I was viewing that comic, technically the one below all isn't really uh on the same coin as like the one above all. I mean, yeah, the one below all is not on the same coin as the one above all. They're not equals. See,
Yeah,
the
no,
thing
not.
is that the one below all is really just the one above all when he's angry. He's an
Okay.
emotion.
I will be back in like 2 to 3 minutes. I gotta go real quick.
And
I'll be back.
see, let's see what's going on in this chat. Oh, hey, Tiara. What would you rather have people? Robux definitely. Can you scale the whole shower fight series cosmology? Never heard of that. But scaling cosmology is a real pain. Like just scaling Marvel and DC would just, especially DC, that was just too hard because it was like exactly like Marvel, but I was just explaining the layers. Like it wasn't even me explaining like how powerful the cosmology is. It was more like me explaining like where everything is in DC because it's exactly like Marvel cosmology, only that it has that, and I don't know what that is. Um, wherever that place outside of Doom Patrol, yeah, whatever you call that, AHL, I think, or whatever. But and they're having an well, no, never mind. They're not having an argument. Abs is boundless. Wait, who's Abs?
Okay, all right. That might be meant to say abyss.
Uh,
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't. I've never heard of a character. Zeus versus Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong solos like an infinite amount of times.
I don't even think we need to explain that, but
Yeah, like okay. So if you're going by if you restrict it to say like maybe Record of Ragnarok or God of War Zeus, but if you're going strictly based off mythology, there is no way, any shape or form, that Zeus is even scratching Sun Wukong. He's on another level of power. Not only that, but his entire mythology is just generally stronger than most other mythologies.
and also the fact that Sun Wukong could literally just pluck out two pieces of hair and have Zeus fight two versions of him.
Yeah.
And plus that Zeus only has one immortality, Sun Wukong got like 7 or 9. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the fun scene. Uh, Absolute Boundless State. The source DC's tier 0. Like DC cosmology, because like the Phantom Zone, like by definition, it isn't boundless because it's still a part of a sphere shape thing. But in power scaling, yes, it is boundless because it's been stated by multiple people, even Superman himself, that's boundless. That's why I gave Superman a boundless statement because he actually said that he was going to destroy the whole Phantom Zone, which is in between the light and dark multiverse. So even if you want to debunk that, that still makes Superman a multiversal
Oh
or
yeah,
complex.
Superman is he's definitely up there in power.
And people always want to say like Thor versus Superman is gonna be so close, or Hulk versus Superman, it's also gonna be so close. No, no. I, in fact, I can name one power that Superman would need to kill both of them. He can use his brain surgery, which is short for basically his heat ray vision. He can go through their brain, melt their brain from the inside out, and then
Yeah,
done. They're dead.
I remember him doing that. It was one of the it was either an animated show or animated movie, but
It was an
Superman.
anime.
Yeah, I think we're thinking of the same one. As he did it to Doomsday, and he didn't completely kill him. He just like lobotomized him, and so Doomsday was all I don't know. I can't really say the word for it, but basically he was all drooling at the mouth. I'll put it that way.
Oh yeah. So there was 2 times whenever he shown it because I thought we was talking about the time he was fighting that British dude that gravity powers or whatever. But yeah, I do remember that movie. I watched all the DC movies.
Yeah, I remember watching a lot of them, but there's a couple. There's like amazing the new ones that I haven't seen, and it's been a while. So I luckily I got recently stole my HBO off of one of my relatives, so I've been using that to watch all of the newer ones.
Hmm. Well, I'm sorry that you lost your HBCO, but I mean at least you can, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's not HBCO, it's HBO, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's good to have it. It's good to have it. I get to watch all of the stuff, all of the movies.
But HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max.
Alright, alright. I just yeah.
I'm I might have said it wrong. I don't know.
The only reason why I'm thinking this slow is because I was thinking about what Grand King just said. Like he just said that he remembered reading a comic where Superman was beheaded while still being alive, and I was just running that through my brain while still hearing, and now I don't really know how to actually function now. And now they're making jokes, but yeah, Ash versus Red, no Pokemon, just good old hand to hand fight. Ash, Ash is winning that. Definitely. Goku God, oh wait, Super Saiyan God versus Frieza Black. Frieza Black is easily winning that. I'm pretty sure we all know the manga and how that turned out. But yeah, Dax Novu, wait, Dax Novu post Recon versus Dax Novu Superman Beyond. Bro, nah, fam. They got so much people asking about Dax Novu, and then there's like multiple Dax Novus. Like, what is this Dax Novu? Who, Who is this entity? I literally searched him up 8,000 times, and all I could see is Mandrake, and now people are just giving me different versions. Like, what is this?
I think so. If I remember correctly, Mandrak was of the same, I want to say species, like the same race as Dax Novu, or however you say his name. And it's, yeah, I'm sure you know Mandrak's whole backstory and how he became, what he is. But from what I understand, he was of that same species. Best example of Dax Novu that I can remember is the CW show. It was Arrow, and that's the only recent example that comes to mind is when he showed up in the show. And I think they're basically the monitors. Like, you have the anti-monitor, monitor. I think that they're he's one of them, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to catch up on my knowledge of that, but it's my take on it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You definitely educated me more than I thought, because I thought Dax Nova was Mandrake, but apparently I still need more studying on this one specific character.
I mean,
But
Man
yeah,
might have been Dax Novu. Like I said, it's been a while since I've read anything with him in it.
yeah. But I prefer not to get into comics or stuff like that. Like, not too out of the ordinary. Like, there's like a bubble I have. Like, I'll do certain people, but if I don't respond to you saying I will or soon, that mean the chances of me doing it are either extremely low or it's not happening. Which sounds pretty mean, but then again, when you have like over 50 people asking you suggestions, well, not anymore since I deleted everything. But when you have over 50 people giving you suggestions, you tend to, single the hard ones out and accept the easier ones.
Yeah.
But wait, have you ever? Nah, I never heard that. Sure. Is Subway Surfer one of the best mobile games ever?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Oh my God, I have so many good memories of that game. It's one of the best.
I like to play on it whenever I'm like 4 or 7. Pretty good, not gonna lie.
I remember, God, I was like, I want to say 11, and my sister had her friend over, and they were chatting, and they had specifically come up to me and were like, "Don't bother me." And I'm sitting there playing the game, and I got super far. I remember I was super far. The game was going super fast, and I was doing super well. Like I had lightning fast reflexes, and my sister came over to see like what game I was playing, and then she just kind of stood there and started to watch me. And so her friend was like, "What is he playing?" Went over, watched me as well. They sat there for 15 minutes, not saying a single word, just dead-eyed watching me play the game. And then finally I died because I made a stupid mistake. But I got like so far in the game. It was awesome. I quite enjoyed that day.
15 minutes. I
Yeah.
can't even do 5 minutes.
Wait, serious? Well, okay. Well, to be fair, I played that game an unhealthy amount, so I might have been a little bit too good at it. I played it for like an hour to an hour and a half every day, multiple times. I had so much fun with it. The look on your face. Yeah, yeah. I I was a bored child. I did anything to find enjoyment.
Wow, like, that takes a lot of skill to actually, a lot of skill and patience.
I wouldn't say patience, but skill for sure. I don't like to brag about myself, but I will brag about that. I did good.
You know, you kind of look like a you would be from Subway Surfer with like the
Uh,
whole Benny.
yeah, with the hat. Yeah, yeah. I got another hat around here somewhere. It's a cap one, but yeah, these are my favorite type of hat.
Hmm,
Is the stocking ones.
15 minutes up. Wait. Oh yeah. About the new Blue Beetle movie trailer. What do you think about that?
Is good. Oh, I like the design. The design of of the Blue Beetle suit is it's hard to put it into words, but the best I can put it is it's clean, and but yet it still has that like technological look to it. Because that was one of the things I never liked in the comics was how I understand that it's meant to be like super futuristic technology, but it didn't look like technology. It looked too much like an actual bug suit. And so I like how they've incorporated a little bit more of a technological look to it. It looks more like I would imagine alien technology looking.
Exactly. Eh, wait, yeah. I do like how they did the weapons. Are actually
Yeah.
pretty good. But my thing for me is this is a great play on DC part. I
Oh,
mean, they got their very own Spider-Man person, and now they're playing chess with Marvel, and now they just moved one of the knights to go in, and now they're starting to beat Marvel, bro. Like for the first time in fact in fiction history, they're well, not the first time because DC was born before Marvel. So like back in the old days, DC was whooping Marvel's tail, but now DC is reclaiming the throne, and actually surpassing Marvel. So yeah, but I do give Marvel this. It was their like I don't know if you know one of these TV shows I'm finna name, but do you know Earth's Mightiest Wait, Earth's Mightiest Heroes?
yeah, I think I do. They had Hulk was able to talk like an
Yeah,
actual person. Yes. See, yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. Hulk, not Hulk. Thor had that like classic Thor design, not not like he has in the movies, but like he had in the comics, like his
yeah.
his and the helmet and stuff like. Yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen that one.
It was a masterpiece, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man ones, the animated Spider-Man shows. Oh my god,
Yes,
I remember when I was younger, I would like do my school lightning fast just so I could sit in front of the TV and watch it. And this is before we had streaming services, so I had to like get done at a specific time so I could get on the TV and watch them. They were so entertaining. They still are. They're for like small children, and I still find them entertaining. That's how good they are.
exactly. But
Yeah.
I will give this to Marvel. They're more nostalgic than
Oh,
DC.
yeah. I think the problem with DC is they have a lot of continuity errors. Like they don't like to have a single like comic book run or anything like that. They're always changing it. They're always having it like, oh yeah, say these 5 comic books, they all exist in the same universe. Guess what? The next one, it's not going to. And I think that was their main issue is people were always being introduced to something new, and it got, I think that at least for me personally reading them, that got old for me. But with Marvel is you had so many different comic books all about different characters that were all incorporated in the same universe, and they were all happening at different times or at the same time, and it felt more like you were there, and it felt more in the moment. And I definitely enjoyed that. And especially with the Marvel movies, those are nostalgia, pure nostalgia.
But I will say this: that the only reason why DC might be going like lower than Marvel only because they're too dark and a lot of time they're too repetitive. The reason why I think they're too they're too repetitive is because when a person hears about a person parents dying multiple times throughout their life, they start to not care. I'm talking
Yeah.
about Batman because, like, come on, I've seen this played like in comics, movies, shows, like anywhere. Like, come on, make a movie about Batman where one of his family members does not get shot in the stomach or die from another family member. Like, come on, bro. Let
Yeah.
Batman have happiness.
He's never. I can't think of it. Like the only time he's ever, I think Batman has ever had happiness is when he ends up with either Selina or one of his other numerous love interests that he's had over the years, and it's only ever when he ends up with one of them and then ends up growing old that he finds happiness. But even then, he's unhappy. Even then, he's like, man, I should have stayed as Batman. I should have never quit. Or he's like, I should have never gotten together with her. I really enjoyed my bachelor life. He's always unhappy, and his family gets the worst of it. Like the only Robin I can think of that has not been tortured physically or mentally is Dick Grayson. He's the only one that comes to mind when I think he's had a relatively better life compared to Barbara, J- Jason, Tim, uh, Batgirl, whatever. I don't know. They got so
And
many names.
Damien.
And oh no, Damien sucks. Damien has not had a difficult day in his life.
Dang, bro.
I hate Damien with a burning passion, and my hate is it's warranted because not only is he snobby, pretentious, and overall one of the worst written characters ever,
That's
and
what.
every single interaction, he's like, I'm better than you. And he's like 11. He's 11 years old and he's got a God complex. It makes him so dislikable. But the only good point about Damien is that when he acts all pretentious and superior, he immediately gets beat to the ground. And that is the only good thing about his character is the
God.
immediate beat down that follows whenever he is superior.
Dang, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but ever since in like Justice League Dark, I think whenever like things start getting bad, whenever Darkseid saw through Cyborg's monitor and stuff, I feel like that was when Damien started to lose it because I mean, just look at all the terrors he had to go through. I mean, he literally had to watch his own brother, Nightwing, just go through craziness, just go absolutely crazy, and then he had to lock up that same brother just to stay there until it gets better, or he might have to kill him one day. So that's why I think Damien had it pretty tough too. But not gonna lie, I hate to do too. Like for
The Justice League like dark stuff that redeemed him slightly,
yeah,
mainly because he went through actual trauma that made him mature, and he grew up and he matured, and it made him grow as a person. But right now, he's just so terrible. I remember one very vividly. He decided it was going to be a good idea to try to sneak attack Jason Todd, and he's tried to sneak attack him, and he I think he did end up beating Jason on like by special circumstance, basically because Jason wasn't trying, but he still got absolutely beaten to a bloody pulp still. And even in any instance you see him in where he ever tries to fight someone who is a grown adult, he always gets beaten. Yeah, his whole defense is that he was trained by the League of Assassins, and everybody always comes back with, "You're 11, you're 13, or whatever age he is now. He's a child." God, I hate him. I could go. We've been here for what, an hour and 14 minutes. I could speak for an hour and 14 minutes about how much I hate Damien. God, he's the worst.
But yeah, the live will be ending in like 80 minutes. 80 minutes. So like less than 5 minutes left. But yeah, not gonna lie. Wait, rank you like who's your best favorite Robins? And yes, I'm going to include like every variation, like Teen Titans Go, and all that.
Uh, my favorite.
Top three.
Top three. Okay. The Teen Titans. You remember the Teen Titans animated movies? You remember
Yeah.
those? So the Dick Grayson from those, Nightwing from those, he's probably like he's one of my top three. Batman Under the Red Hood, animated movie, Red Hood from that one. My God, he was so good. Like
Oh yeah.
it focused so heavily on character development. I love that. And as my third, I can't really think of a specific one, but probably no, I got one. The Teen Titans animated show that went on forever. The that one, that Robin I liked.
Wait, can you specify?
Shoot, it's been forever since I've watched it, so it's hard to specify. But it was the one that went on in, like, I want to say, early to late 2000s. You might know the Slade from that one. He didn't go by Deathstroke in that show. He went by Slade, and he was like, oh,
Yeah.
he wasn't like the classic like assassin brute kind of Slade. He was like dark and mysterious and always plotting something. That Robin was, I think, one of the better ones, mainly because he had some of the best character development throughout the series. It was good. I need to rewatch that now. Now I'm thinking about it. I need to rewatch that. It was a good one.
There's always that one Robin that everyone forgets about, and I'm sad about it. But before I say that, th- are y'all actually agreeing that Teen Titans Go Robin is actually the best? He is by far the most disgusting piece of garbage, hot trash that I have ever seen in my life. In fact, I I will bring him to Gordon Ramsay himself to get personally roasted by him because there's no words to describe how much I hate him. But
See,
back to what I was gonna say.
that is how I feel about Damien. That exact emotion that you're feeling right now, that's what I feel about Damien. Yeah. But no, that I will agree that Robin isn't doesn't it is it's good for the small children, I guess, because it's entertaining to them. But for us who we know Robin from the comics and from the older movies and animated shows and stuff like that. That is, it's a travesty to see because it's basically a slap in the face to the Robins that we know.
But yeah, I'm gonna just tell my top three and the live will and say
Okay.
my top three. Young Justice. Right now, I gotta be specific. Young Justice Robin, but like it was like season one Robin, and then whatever he became in the other seasons. Because I'm not trying to. have Damian be my favorite Robin. But yeah, it was Young Justice Robin, and then it was any form of Jason Todd for me, Red Hood, um, and Nightwing because they're actually the only three coolest Robins in my eyes. I mean, you could put argument with the girl Robin, which I don't think no one will because she reminds me of Velma from Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Um, exactly. So she got nerdy glasses, got the same hair color. Like, come on, bro. The only difference is that Velma from the show actually know how to dress up and not wear underwear, you know, in public while being a female. Now, there's something wrong with Robins even wearing underwear, but I don't know why. But like, why also have a girl wear underwear too? Like, come on, bro. Like, you already did this to like other Robins, and I don't even think this is Batman doing this because Batman is too serious to have his sidekicks just be wearing that and like come on, bro. I mean, yeah, I get it's not for fashion, but like you gotta admit it will lead to some damage whenever they're doing something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'll be it for the live, and I hope you have a nice day, bro.
Yeah. You too. This has been fun.
Yep. See you.
See ya.